Good. Oh, fuck my toe. Good day and welcome to the One Piece Forum YouTube channel. I am Marco. This chair is very noisy, and I'm here with the One Piece manga chapter reviews for chapters 862 and 863. You've got the best guy with the two best chapters from the past 3 months. Thumbs down for Jawahib. 2 thumbs down for Jawahib. Chapter 862. While Jinbe tries to wake up Luffy, Sanji and Pudding are about to get married. All this is kind of fairly similar to what we've seen. Sanji's got his pervert face on. He's all, I've got to keep it together, otherwise I'm going to get shot and die. Pudding's all, can I kill him, please? That's all fairly standard. And then they get to the altar, and this is where the twists begin to happen. Because Katakuri sees into the future, and he begins to move. Capone's like, shit, we've been rumbled, guys. But what Capone doesn't know is what Katakuri's seen. And Katakuri has seen Pudding fall to the floor in tears, meaning that she doesn't, pull the gun out and shoot our boy Sanji. And the reason why she breaks down in tears is revealed within the next couple pages. In that critical moment where Sanji lifts the veil and Pudding reveals the third eye, instead of Sanji being like, "Oh, what's going on? I'm so shocked. I can't move and I'm now incredibly vulnerable to bullets." He just kind of pulls it back, and he just basically goes, "Wow, it's beautiful." And Pudding was not expecting this at all, because we see in a short flashback that she's been bullied and, just been treated very, very badly because of how different she looks and because of her third eye. I mean, even Big Mom says, "Oh, I love you and you're cute and everything, but that third eye shit's gross. Put that away." And yeah, and that's kind of why Pudding's personality is so warped, and why she's basically the psycho bitch we saw, stabbing Reiju in the leg and everything. And while Pudding's crying and being like, "No one's ever called me beautiful before," Sanji's about to go down and be like, "Hey, Bibs, you okay?" And as he leans forward, Katakuri gets his bean out, flicks it, but Sanji, with his observation haki that may or may not be some of the best we've seen in the series so far, save for Katakuri's himself, avoids the bullet. And that raises a question with Sanji and his level of observation haki. Can he outdo someone that can see into the future? Or was Katakuri not seeing into the future there and he just thought, I'll take action, he won't be expecting it, he can't dodge? And Sanji could do it because he was guarded? Or are Sanji's instincts that good that he wasn't expecting it at all, but he still managed to move away? Anyway, after the bean is flicked and Sanji dodges it, it hits the priest dies, wedding in uproar. The Vinsmokes are like, "What the fuck? I just wanted, we just thought we were marrying off Sanji and everything. Why are people dying?" Reiju's shocked because she was ready to die, and Big Mom, the shock from Pudding backing out, and now the shock from her plan being rumbled, is almost too much for one day. Can't we just kill off a bloodline in peace? And if things can get any worse, out of her beloved wedding cake springs Luffy and Luffy and Luffy and more Luffys. They're all just flying down and everything. And everyone is like, "What the hell?" And then after the chapter, people were saying, what's going on? Is this a tribute to Naruto? Kind of is. How's he done it? What's going on? Which is explained at the beginning of chapter 863. And basically, Luffy went into the forest, took loads of animals, and said to Brule, "Yo, make them look like me. I want to do something funny." And Brule, she does it. She's not really got much choice. She's been captured by the enemy, and I presume she values her life, so she just goes with it. The wedding cake is destroyed, Big Mom goes berserk, asks the chefs for another wedding cake. They're all startled. She goes, okay, life or cake. The chefs again, shitting themselves, can't do anything. Big Mom pulls their life out, literally. Grabs them, does that, they're dead. And there's still all the confusion with the multiple Luffys going on, but Mr. Future Sight Katakuri seen right through it. So, Big Mom, this is the real Luffy. The other ones are animals from the forest. Traps the real Luffy in his weird mochi leg, which hopefully tastes delicious. Meaning Luffy can't go and destroy the picture of Caramel. And Big Mom's like, yo, you're my kid. Why are you protecting me? And Katakuri basically says he's after the picture of Mother Caramel, to which Big Mom is like, why? Nobody knows about this except my family. This is all top secret. What's going on? Who's leaking all this information? And then MVP Jinbe, after having freed Luffy with some black tea, because the weakness of Katakuri's Logia, similar to Crocodile, is moisture. So he uses some black tea to free Luffy's arms and legs. Then goes to Big Mom and says, "It was me. I did it." Even though he didn't do it, we know it was Capone who knew about that. Big Mom's all like, "Oh, why?" And Jinbe's like, "Oh, I quit. I quit the Big Mom Pirates. I'm joining Luffy and the Straw Hats." And Big Mom, as she kind of did previously in the arc, is like, "Oh, very well. It can't be helped." But then does her little berserk thing and is all like, life or stay, I think she says. And then when trying to take Jinbe's lifespan, she can't, because Jinbe, unlike the chefs, he's not afraid, so she can't take any life. And then I thought this was brilliant. He just kind of goes and says, "Hey, you can't have my life, but have some sake," which is just, it's cheeky. Thumbs up for Jinbe. Thumbs down for Jawahib. Big Mom at this point gets quite excited and she's like, "Oh, right, that means we're enemies now, right?" Zeus and Prometheus come out. Jinbe and Luffy are preparing to fight Big Mom. And then, out of nowhere, the guy we haven't seen all chapter, Brook, in his little Luffy mask that makes him look like a Wii Sports character, comes out with the Usopp hammer, breaks the picture. And there's a little yohoff just so we know who it is for sure. And that's where the chapter ends. And going forward, into the next few chapters, I assume the first thing will be Big Mom going, even more crazy because her beloved picture's been destroyed. Capone trying, and most of it expect him to fail, with his whole shoot Big Mom plan. And then there's also whatever's going on with the Vinsmokes, because in this they've just been kind of sitting and watching. So how they kind of react to all this is going to be interesting. Is Sanji now going to go and say, "Hey, they were going to kill us. What do we do?" And then the Vinsmokes may join the fight. They may get angry at Sanji. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many directions that this could now go. And then there's also what are Luffy and Jinbe going to do against Berserk Big Mom? Is the breaking of the picture going to be enough for her to, switch her attention? Is Katakuri going to have to come and step in and deal with Luffy and Jinbe? Are we going to see Luffy fight another Big Mom commander? Are we going to see Jinbe fight him? Or even Sanji? Because it's high time he won a fight. After the time skip. But anyway, the two chapters, ratings, I'll say 8s for both, or 9s for both. They've messed about enough with the build-up and having the wedding being about to start for 3 chapters. Everything's happening, the pace is fast, it's frantic, it's fun. And that's everything from me, usual stuff. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the review. Leave a thumbs down for Jawahib. Again, don't forget, thumbs down for Jawahib. Start a hashtag. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the forum. We've got loads of fun stuff going on there. lots of good discussion, lots of good theories. We've got a few community events going on that, you know, you might be interested in joining them, you might not, but go and give that a look. And that's everything from me, and that's Marco out.